In the headlines, Central Bank orders banks to sell excess dollars as BDC operators close businesses in Abuja. Bandits strike again in Abuja, abduct civil servant near military camp. Also, many fare dead in Imo tanker explosion. On the foreign scene, Barcelona declares drought emergency with big fines for breaking water rules. Hello there and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. Musagir Ibrahim. Thanks for joining us on the news update. As the demand for the US dollar remains high in Nigeria due to the country's dependence on imported goods for various economic activities, stakeholders say the surge in demand is in contrast with the dwindling supply of dollars. While this has prompted the parallel segment of the market in Abuja to down tools, the CBN has ordered commercial banks to sell their excess dollar stock. Yusuf Akugu reports.
Nigeria's forex crisis may have taken a new dimension following the decision of BDC's operators in Abuja to close shops due to illiquidity in the market. The union also cited online transactions and perceived sharp practices within the cryptocurrency market as reasons for dollar scarcity.
Zone 4 is a popular black market where foreign currencies are sourced in Abuja. Operators here are lamenting that the crisis in the FX market has not only affected their businesses, but is causing more pain and misery among Nigerians.
We don't control price. We don't tell people how to sell or how to buy. Market always sells itself. But the main factor, the main reason that why we want to show we are not with that, we are not supporting the very high price movement of this dollar and naira difference. We just want to show the whole world that we're not happy.
With the naira trading at an all-time low against the US dollar, assurances by the CBN governor Yemi Cardoso that Nigerians will soon feel the positive impact of government reforms may not be resonating with the people.
In Nigeria, they carry money in Ghana must go. Money you carry like that, you don't put it even in the bank. We never recover. Because for money to recover, one, it has to be in the banking system. Two, the bank, we have to invest it. Three, they have to use to create loan. Loan they create, we create employment. Employment now, we generate fund because salaries we spread. When the salary get to the family go to the market, they buy product. All these things are what strengthens the naira.
He may have a good intention if his pedigree will work. But as at the time he was commissioner in Lagos, things were not like this in this country. So the new situation we find ourselves may corrupt him too.
The CBN, in an effort to address the backlog of verified foreign exchange transactions, released $500 million to various sectors barely a week after the bank paid approximately $2 billion to settle outstanding commitments across manufacturing, aviation, and petroleum sectors. The CBN also said that it has cleared all forex liabilities in the aviation industry with a final payment of over $60 million. While analysts believe that this may not impact liquidity in the system, as most of the funds are backlogs which should most likely be repatriated as capital flight, they share in the optimism that there may be light at the end of the tunnel.
They have done structural changes to the economy, removal of subsidy, removal of many things that are wrong with the economy before will create short-term difficulties.
As part of fresh measure by CBN to stabilize the forex market, the Apex Bank has directed deposit money banks to unload surplus dollars within 24 hours. Nigerians are waiting patiently to see how the CBN's latest move will impact the FX market. Yusuf Akugu, Trust Television News, Abuja.
Also, the Kano State chapter of the Association of Bureau de Change operators have reduced their operating hours due to persistent increase in the exchange rate of foreign currencies, especially the US dollar against the naira. According to the operators, the decision became necessary to ensure that market forces reduce the price of dollars, which will in effect reduce the high cost of living amongst Nigerians. Trust TV's correspondent Idris Jibrin reports that BDC operations now starts at noon and closes at 6 p.m. daily.
The market, it is not like before because we don't have customers like before because the price now it is very high. So the buyers are very limited. We sat down and think the ways that we help government and ourselves to see that the price of dollar is stabilized. So we introduced the minimizing of hours in the market. We regulate hours from 12 to 6 o'clock, and also this give impact on it. From yesterday, the dollar it was 1,530, but today is 1,500, and expecting it will come down again.
And insecurity bandits on Thursday attacked a house situated 200 meters from a military base in Pambara, Buari Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. During the attack, one Aondove, said to be a director in the Federal Housing Authority, was abducted. The bandits stormed the house around 12:30 a.m. on Thursday. The kidnappers reportedly gained access through the fence. As of the time of filing this report, the army had yet to comment on the incident. This is coming days after gunmen broke into a home in Guta community, Chikakuri, Kubwa, Buari Area Council of the FCT and kidnapped 2 sisters. Also, at least 15 dead bodies have been recovered on Thursday morning after an attack by armed invaders on Ogboju community in Agatu local government area of Benue State. Our locals said many people are still missing after the invasion of the rural village on Wednesday evening by the armed invaders who had continued attacks on the area since 2 weeks ago. A villager said they are helpless over the situation. Meanwhile, Prince Inaligo Adagole Simon, who hails from the affected village, said the attackers besieged them around 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the member representing Agatu constituency in the State House of Assembly, Godwin Edo, also decried the fresh killings and said he had forwarded gory photos of dead bodies recovered to the governor and his deputy. Spokesperson of the police in Benue, Catherine Anene, said she was yet to receive information about the incident from the divisional police officer, the DPO in Agatu. Also, the need for the federal government to deploy more effective strategies to contain the attacks by criminal elements on innocent Nigerians across the country has again been stressed. A security expert, Major Bashir Galma, retired, who stated in an interview with Trust TV, cited lack of coordination among security agencies as one of the factors responsible for the lingering insecurity in Nigeria. Here's the report.
Insurgency, banditry and kidnapping have ravaged many communities in the north and other parts of Nigeria as a whole. Although the country has been battling with these challenges for over a decade now, the recent renewed attacks by criminals in the country, including Abuja, has raised concerns about the nation's ability to fight insecurity in the country.
The tempo has gone up, the rate has gone up because much serious attention that we've been calling that should be paid to it. It did not seem to be coming until when this very matter was recently, or not just some few days ago or few weeks ago, has been seen to be inching towards the seat of power.
Galma says only coordinated engagement by the security agencies can improve security in the country.
You can't just sit down in a place to keep on waiting until when you hear that there is an attack in a place. Before you reach the place, the attack has gone. Why won't you become the attacking force yourself? We have been calling about that.
He also believes that the conditioning of Nigeria's border is causing more havoc than good.
So where are the sources of this ammunition? Are we going to sit down and keep on lamenting that they are being brought from outside the country? No. To stop the ones you are thinking that are coming in is to increase our border surveillance and intelligence collection.
According to Galma, equipping security personnel and ensuring better coordination among the service chiefs will help curb insecurity in Nigeria. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
Away from that, many are feared to have lost their lives in a tragic incident in Imo State, where a tanker suspected to be used by oil bunkers exploded in the forest of Obiti or Haji Egbema local government area. The incident, which occurred at Indorama Pipeline within the Obiti Robbers Estate, resulted in many people getting burnt beyond recognition. According to an eyewitness in a viral social media video, vandals attempted to vandalize the pipeline's right of way. The suspects, driving a tanker believed to be involved in illegal bunkering, dug deep into the ground, located the pipeline and tapped and emptied oil into the parked tanker inside the bush. Confirming the incident, Imo State Police Public Relations Officer Henry Okoye announced that the command had initiated an investigation to uncover the immediate cause of the incident and apprehend those involved. Aisha Saliu earlier spoke with Trust TV's Ajibade Praise, and he shared this update on the incident.
But then a lot of persons escaped the scene with a lot of injuries, and they are taking treatment in various hospitals across the state. It's actually a sad situation, very sad situation. It is indeed. Imo is mourning, especially that community where it happens, you know, Hajegbema, they are mourning as well. You know, this incident keeps reoccurring almost every year. We had similar case last year where we lost about 105 persons in a similar situation where people go into, illegal mining of oil. You know, they go vandalizing pipelines and trying to, you know, scoop the petroleum product to sell so they could get some money for themselves. And while doing some of these things, sometimes, you know, mistakes happen, and, you know, the whole place, you know, gets engulfed in, you know, fire, and people die a lot. Similar thing is what played out this time around. You know, at some point they were there, parked the tanker, and they were able to pass the hose down to the pipeline that they've already vandalized, and trying to, pass the product from there to the tank, the pack. But then an argument ensued between the two, a kind of two rivalry group. This one want to take, hold of the site. Another want to say, no, this is my territory. At some point, there was a gunshot. And this gunshot was actually what triggered the fire. And the rest is bitter stories. The economy is biting hard on everyone, you know, and people are becoming so desperate this time around to make money at all costs. You know, people are going into doing so many things, engaging their life, but then it's still not, enough to say you want to give up, you want to die in a miserable way just because you want to make money. That shouldn't be the way to go. But you see Imo youths, especially those of the oil-producing community, these are the kind of activities they engage in. Government, with time, time after time, have tried to educate, sensitize, and as well, bring in security personnel to curtail this menace. But you see it happening again and again. It's a sad one, but that is the reality as we speak now in Imo State.
Ajibade Praise there, giving an update on the situation in Imo State. Moving on now, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde signed into law Executive Order 1/2024 addressing the handling and storage of harmful substances in the state. One notable provision in the order stipulates a 72-hour ultimatum for individuals in possession of explosives within the state to declare them. The enactment of this law comes approximately 2 weeks after an explosion occurred in the state capital, Ibadan, on January 16, resulting in 5 fatalities, 77 injuries, and the destruction of 58 houses in the Adeyi area of Old Bodija, Ibadan. Preliminary investigations had linked the explosion to illegally stored explosives in a residential area by some miners. At a brief signing ceremony held at the governor's office in Agodi, Ibadan, Makinde emphasized the necessity of the executive order in light of the January 16 incident. The law focuses on the safe handling and storage of harmful substances in the state. Governor Makinde, following the signing, visited the blast site. And the Jigawa State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, says it has arrested a 24-year-old man in Duse local government area of the state for allegedly stealing the genitals of 5 teenagers. The command spokesman, Badruddin Tijani Mahmood, who disclosed this to newsmen in Duse on Thursday, said the suspect, Habib Kachalla, from Yanchiawa village in Unguru local government area of Yobe State, was arrested at Hakimi Street following a distress call by one Yusuf Musa. According to him, a 14-year-old boy, Abdul Mumin Nura, who resides at Gida Dubu, reported that his private part was stolen by the suspect. Mahmoud stated that the suspect confessed to have stolen the genitals of the complainant, but with the intervention of the NSCDC officials, brought back their male organs. He further stated that he has never done it before, adding that this is his first time. The state commandant, Mohammed Danjuma, has ordered an investigation into the case, after which the suspect will be charged to a court of competent jurisdiction for possible prosecution. Watching the news update on Trust TV, coming up shortly. Ahead of Saturday's rerun elections in Bauchi, stakeholders restate commitment to credible polls. This and of course many other stories after the break. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with the news update on Trust TV. Now look at our top stories again. Central Bank orders banks to sell excess dollars as BDC operators close businesses in Abuja. Bandits strike again in Abuja, abduct civil servant near military camp. Moving on to other stories now. No fewer than 3,072 cases of gender-based violence have been reported in the Federal Capital Territory in the last 3 months. The new mandate secretary, FCT Women Affairs Secretariat, Adebayo Benjamin Slani, who disclosed this while marking her first 100 days in office on Thursday in Abuja, explained that the increase in the number of reported cases of gender-based violence in the FCT was due to renewed confidence residents now have in the new authorities in charge of the FCTA. Benjamin Slani, who restated her determination to leave no woman, no adolescent behind, disclosed that men are also reporting abuses against them. She vowed to evolve policies that will ensure an all-inclusive administration. The secretary, who revealed her plans to work towards revival of the defunct FCT female football team, FCT Queens, added that cases of adoption have been temporarily suspended. Also, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the Nigerian Police have assured of the safety of election materials and the electorate in Bauchi during the state rerun poll scheduled to take place in the 3 affected local government areas. They gave the assurance while distributing sensitive materials to designated wards in the 42 affected polling units where elections are to be held. Trust TV's Adamu Imam sent in this report.
At the distribution of the sensitive material held at the state branch of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, for the conduct of scheduled State House of Assembly elections in the state, the electoral body, the police, and other security agents are sure of their determination to deal with challenges associated with the rerun in affected areas.
The materials are going to be moved directly to the areas they are supposed to spend the night. They are going to, that of Ningi is going straight to Ningi from here, and that of Bauchi is going to Bauchi. Those materials meant for Katagum are going straight to Katagum from this spot.
The interest that we have at mind is the interest of the Nigerian state and the Bauchi state in particular. So we should try as much as possible to maintain calmness, and we ensure we provide the necessary atmosphere security-wise.
The distribution exercise took place was witnessed by a representative of political parties and the media as a way of ensuring transparency at all stages of the elections. INEC has displayed the materials for all to see, and we are satisfied for now. We are confident that justice will prevail at the end of this contest. I am also optimistic that my party will emerge victorious.
And today we are witnessing and making observations with regards to the distribution of the sensitive and non-sensitive materials to be delivered to respective polling units or to the respective local governments.
Very satisfied for now, because everything is done is transparent. and we assumed it will go the same way up to the polling units. So we are okay.
The police used the opportunity to advise youth not to allow politicians to use them to cause confusion during the rerun exercise, as enough security personnel will be deployed to all areas. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Away from Nigeria, Spain's northeastern Catalonia region on Thursday declared a drought emergency for Barcelona and the surrounding area, which will now face tighter water restrictions following 3 years without significant rain. The head of the regional government of Catalonia, Pere Aragonés, announced the step after reservoirs in the Mediterranean region fell below 16% of their capacity. That level is the benchmark set by the authorities for the application of a new round of water-saving measures that will affect some 6 million people. The emergency aims to lower the daily amount of water permitted for residential and municipal purposes from 210 to 200 liters per person. If the drought worsens, it could be lowered to 180 liters and then 160 liters. The water use restrictions will apply to Barcelona and 201 surrounding municipalities from Friday and will include a ban on filling private swimming pools and washing cars unless it is with recycled water. And in sports, the Nigerian Women Football League has officially adjusted the commencement date for the second stanza of the 2023-2024 Premiership season, pushing it back by 2 weeks. Initially set for Wednesday, January 31st, the new kickoff date is now scheduled for Wednesday, 14th February 2024, reflecting a 2-week postponement. The decision, according to the league management, aims to enhance the overall experience of the ongoing season, acknowledging the potential implications for team preparations and schedules. The NWFL apologized for any resulting inconveniences. The Chief Operating Officer of NWFL, Modupe Shabi, appreciated the understanding and collaboration of all stakeholders during the adjustment, adding that the NWFL remains steadfast in its commitment to upholding the pinnacle of excellence in women's football and ensuring the success of the Premiership season. And that wraps up the news update at this hour. Do well to follow us across all of our social platforms. I'm Sakir Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.